February is just around the corner, and are you ready for your next adventure? Well, in the right place. I picked the best countries to visit on each continent for this month, and don't worry, I time-stamped the video so you can jump straight to the destination that catches your eye. But here's the tip, watch all the video, you might just discover a hidden gem that you never considered before. So grab your passport and let's hit the road. Ready for an African adventure? Well, start in Kenya, where endless savanna meets the ocean, where wildlife roams freely and every sunrise feels like a movie set. If safaris, white sand beaches, rich culture and unforgettable food are on your bucket list, February is actually the perfect time to visit this country, as it sits between the rainy seasons, which means clear skies, warm days and dry conditions. So let's talk about what Kenya is most famous for, the safaris. In the Masai Mara Park, February offers some of the clearest views of the year. With little rain, shorter grass, animals are easier to spot, and you regularly see elephants, giraffes, zebras, buffaloes, or even big cats. As the rainy season ends, new life begins to roam the park. Baby animals are common during this time, making the experience even more special. If you enjoy taking photos of wildlife, imagine early mornings or sunset game drives are unbeatable. Golden light, long shadow, active animals create perfect conditions. And for once in a lifetime moment, book a hot air balloon safari at the sunrise, floating silently above the savannah as the sun comes up. It's unforgettable, and no matter the budget, this place has you covered. From luxury to affordable stays, there's something here for you. Now, if you're after a different kind of safari experience, Amboseli National Park is for you. And if I was planning a multi-stop trip through Kenya, Amboseli Park is my ideal pit stop. Here, you wake up to the iconic sight of Mount Kilimanjaro towering behind roaming elephants. Peaceful, scenic and truly iconic. But Kenya isn't just about wildlife. The coast is a whole different vibe. Swap the safari dust for an ocean breeze, and suddenly everything slows down in the best way possible. Think and imagine powder white sand, glowing turquoise water, perfect for swimming all day long. Diani Beach steals the spotlight. Constantly ranked among the best beaches in Africa, it delivers endless palm-lined shorelines, crystal clear waters and postcard perfect views at every turn. If you're like me and you want action, this place got you covered as well. Snorkeling or diving with tropical fishes, kite surfing, paddleboarding along the shorelines, or hop on a boat, and don't skip the highlight, the sunset. As the sky explodes with colour, the boat glides across the water, everything feels unreal, calm, scenic and unforgettable. Kenya also delivers in a big way when it comes to culture, creativity and nightlife. Here at the heart of it all, Nairobi, the capital city. Skyscrapers rise alongside green spaces, street art, markets, cafes, creating the city that feels both dynamic and deeply rooted in culture. Maybe start with the Nairobi National Museum, where you get the powerful introduction to Kenya past, from ancient fossil to tribal heritage to modern art and design. But what makes Nairobi truly unique is how closely it is connected to its wildlife. Just outside the city, you can visit the Giraffe Centre, where endangered Rothschild giraffes are protected, or the Elephant Sanctuary, where orphaned elephants are rescued, rehabilitated and prepared to return to the wild. And it is one of the few cities in the world where wildlife sits alongside urban life. If you want a deeper culture experience, I recommend visiting Maasai villages. Here you get an insight into tradition, customs and ways of life that have been passed down for generations. From clothing and craftsmanship to music, dance and storytelling. But Nairobi doesn't sleep when the sun goes down. The city nightlife is vibrant and varied. Rooftop bars, live music venues, clubs. Whether you want to sip cocktails, dance until the dawn, or enjoy a relaxing evening with live performers, Nairobi nightlife scene adds a modern layer to Kenya's adventure. And here is the best part about Kenya. It's for all budgets. You can stay as low as £9 per night. Perfect for backpackers or quick stops. Maybe you can go for mid-range hotels from £35 a night, where you don't sacrifice your comfort. Or you can stay at the safari lodges, which will range from around £100 to £200 plus. And the daily expenses are surprisingly affordable if you're coming from abroad. £20 to £45 a day will have you covered for your meals, transport, activities and entry fees. So if you're looking for a destination that truly has it all in Africa, Kenya should be at the top of your travel list. So now let's move to the next continent, which is Asia, and it's perfect time to experience Vietnam. From the misty mountains to emerald bays, bustling river markets to the ancient temples whispering the stories of the past, and the tropical beaches promising the sun-soaked relaxation. Visiting Vietnam in February means that you don't just see it, you feel it. Every festive sight, every sound, every flavour. So pack your sense of adventure, it's time to explore the Vietnam. To keep it simple, I divided the country into two, north and south. So heading north, you have between 15 to 22 degrees with chilly nights. Perfect for city exploration, hiking the mountains and long cruises. And as we're on topic of cruises, Halong Bay. February mornings are magical. Soft mist floating above the emerald waters, creating dreamlike scene. Towering mountain limestone right from the sea, some hidden caves, other dotted with tiny villages. You can kayak through the secluded coves or take a boat cruise. Watch for local fishermen or maybe head to the Kaba Islands. Just a short ride from Halong, Kaba is a sanctuary for wildlife and adventure. Depending on what you're looking for, but you will be able to find a hotel here that meets your needs for a good price, whether inland or on the island, as you can see. Maybe that's not for you, then head inland. Sapphire rice fields cascade down the misty mountains, trek through the forested slopes where the rare birds, butterflies and small mammals make every hike a wildlife encounter. Or meet the communities that maintain the century-old tradition, adding cultural depth to the natural beauty. Or if you want one in a lifetime opportunity, head to Phang Nga National Park. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is a home to one of the world's largest caves. It is a gateway to underground rivers, so step aboard a boat and drift through the colossal chambers filled with limestone formations shaped over millions of years. Then go to Paradise Cave, stretch over 31 kilometers, one of Asia's longest dry caves. And for the thrill seekers like me, Dark Caves offers zip-lined, mud trekking, swimming through the underground rivers. It is an adventure-packed journey into Vietnam's world. And as it's away from the beaches and less popular, you'll be able to catch a better price here. Maybe that's not your thing. Then head to Hanoi. It comes alive with vibrant markets, street food stalls and historic architecture. Temples and shrines which are steeped in history, especially that it brings the Lunar New Year. A culture experience that's hard to forget. Streets across the country come alive with colourful lanterns, parades, traditional music and food stalls. Sticky rice cakes filled with pork and mung beans, creating an atmosphere of celebration and community. With prices matching the occasion but still manageable. Or if you're looking for the sun, head south and you'll have 25 to 35 degrees, tropical sunshine, ideal for floating markets, river life and beach days. Observe the stilt house and families living in harmony with the river. Experience the lifestyle that thrilled for centuries. For ultimate tropical escape, head to Phu Quoc, which offers palm beaches, calm turquoise waters, swim, kayak, lay on the soft sand, with tropical drink in your hand. The South caters to all travellers. Again, with Lunar New Year, the South celebrates in its own unique flavour. Colourful decorations, street parades make the festive atmosphere slightly different from the North, but equally captivating, with the Southern cuisine being sweeter and tropical. Or maybe get the best of both worlds. Then head to the central Vietnam, which will offer 20 to 26 degrees, warm and breezy, balance between the north and south, scenic coastlines, historical towns and rich culture. Da Nang Golden Sands stretch beneath dramatic cliffs, while the quieter coastal stretches offers peace. Or enjoying a morning swim. Maybe go Hanoi or Hue. These historical towns are cultural gems. Maybe try lantern making in Hanoi and Hue with its central citadel and imperial history. Transport yourself back in time, offering insight into Vietnam's royal past. Regarding the cost, Vietnam is extremely affordable. As you can see, you can get a hotel hostel with your price range, and with daily expenses typically ranging from £15 to £46, you will not go bankrupt here. And for the tips, as February overlaps with Tet or Lunar New Year, it is wise to book transport and accommodation early, especially in cities and popular tourist spots like the ones I've shown you. Now, packing in Vietnam is quite essential because the weather varies dramatically from area to area, region to region. So bring warm clothes for the north, the mornings and evenings can be chilly, and light breathable clothing or swimwear for the south, as it is hot and tropical. So every meal, every festival, every hike, every boat ride here adds a new layer to your journey, creating memories that will last a lifetime. Now, let's go to the next continent, which is Europe, and Italy in February is surprisingly magical. Yes, it is winter and it is going to be cold. That's better, but that only adds to the charm. Dramatic landscapes, crispy skies, fewer crowds, and one of Italy's most colourful celebrations, the Carnival. Italy in February is all about contrast. Now that's exactly what makes it so magical. And February is a quieter month, so you can experience Italy's landmarks, cafes and pizzerias without the usual crowds, making the experience feel more personal and unforgettable. From dramatic winter landscapes to historical cities and vibrant festivals, Italy in February is an adventure that combines culture, beauty and indulgence all in one. If you look at the country in three parts, the north, central and the south. In the north you have from 0 to 10 degrees. In the central region it will range from 5 to 13, and in the south from 8 to 16. Now I recommend staying up north. I know it's colder, but trust me, that's where the magic happens. And I am saving the south for the summer. You can expect cold, sometimes snowy and occasionally wet. Perfect for skiing, snowboarding or cozy mountain escapes. Picture an alpine village blanketed in snow, smoke curling from chimneys, and charming streets lined with pastel-coloured houses, and the alpine trails are quieter and more peaceful than in the busy summer months. A walk through the snow-dusted forest feels cinematic, as rain or snow adds a soft, magical quality to the scenery. And as February brings Valentine's Day, don't forget about the true city of love, Verona, a place where Romeo and Juliet are set, perfect for a romantic getaway without the crowds. And if you're single, don't worry, go to the entrance of Juliet House, which is free, and touch her breasts. Yes, touch her breasts, as this brings luck in love. Italy's most festive winter celebration. Venice comes alive with parades, elaborately decorated masks, costumes, music, street performers. It is a window into a century of tradition, pedantry and Italian culture, making February the perfect month to experience Italy at its most vibrant, atmospheric and memorable time. And the northern lakes, like Como and Garda, simmer under the winter sun, surrounded by scenic forests and charming villages. However, most places will be shut as they operate in summer, so don't expect too much going here. Moving down to the central of Italy, Rome, Florence, Tuscany, cooler temperatures and occasional rain make city exploring comfortable and peaceful. You can wander the streets almost uninterrupted, stepping inside museums where masterpieces are easier to admire without the usual tourist crowds. Historical streets feel intimate and landmarks like Colosseum, Pantheon and Florence Cathedral take on a magical glow, especially after a light drizzle. Cafes are cozy, pizzerias are quiet and the city feels like it's yours to discover. Tuscany's rolling hills dotted with olive groves, vineyards are equally enchanting in winter as in summer, offering peaceful winter hikes and scenic drives even in the colder months. These landscapes are stunning, tranquil and postcard perfect. A little bit of rain doesn't stop Italians from enjoying life, so it shouldn't stop you. It just adds a little bit of atmosphere and lots of charm to it. Now going even lower to the south, Naples, Sicily, Sardinia, milder weather with only the occasional shower. Personally, I don't recommend this and save these places for the summer when this place actually comes alive. But it is ideal for coastal drives, cliffside hikes and exploring charming towns. And February's slower pace means you can truly take in the scenery without the summer crowds. So February is perfect for exploring cities and villages without the crowds. Italy in winter isn't just about exploring without the crowd. The food is amazing. A place where every meal tells a story and every dish is infused with local traditions and seasonal freshness. Think truffles in the north or wild mushrooms further down. Italy is also surprisingly flexible when it comes to budget, as February is out of season, as you can get a hotel as low as £17 per night all the way to £200 plus for those craving elegance, prime location and unforgettable experiences. And £60 a day will cover your daily expenses, covering meals, transport and daily activities depending on your travel style. And now we're off to next incredible destination which offers even more adventure and breathtaking landscapes, and that is in Northern America, and Costa Rica in February is pure paradise, and it is in its prime to visit it. If you love nature, adventure or breathtaking scenery, this place is for you. It is closer to American viewers, and for the rest of us it can be a trip of a lifetime. From lush rainforests and active volcanoes to golden Pacific beaches, Costa Rica is a playground for explorers, wildlife enthusiasts and sun seekers alike. February is hands down the best time to explore Costa Rica, and here's why. Pacific coast will range from 20 to 29 degrees. Sunny days, golden sands and sparkling water make this the perfect time to hit the beaches. Imagine surfing rolling waves, snorkeling among the colourful fishes, or simply lounging under the swaying palm trees while the sun warms your skin. Going Central Highlands, temperature will range from 20 to 22 degrees. Comfortable temperatures create ideal conditions for exploring volcanoes, coffee plantations and lush forests. Hike around, soak in the nature hot springs or wander through the coffee estates where aroma of roasted beans fills the air, and learn about the process of growing, harvesting and roasting Costa Rican coffee. Or maybe head to the Caribbean coast where you can expect occasional tropical showers. Brief and refreshing burst of rain brings a rainforest to life. And Costa Rica is wildlife lovers paradise where every forest, volcano and river teems with life. So maybe take a rainforest trek, dip into the dense vibrant jungles and encounter a world alive with sounds and movement. Sloths lazily hanging from the tree branches, monkeys swinging overhead and toucans and parrots feathers flashing brilliantly in the filtered sunlight as if you're entering a live documentary. Or hike the volcanoes that are surrounded by lush forests and thermal hot springs. Hike the trails, admire the steaming craters and marvel panoramic view of the green valleys and rolling hills. But monkeys, sloths and birds are not the only wildlife you'll see here. Maybe jump on a boat and enjoy whale watching, as February is excellent for spotting migrating humpback of the Pacific or turtle spotting. Adventure and nature intertwines here with high adrenaline activities like ziplining, snorkeling, ATVs, but it doesn't matter what you do, as every experience will be cinematic and unforgettable. You can zipline through the rainforest canopy, hike volcano trails or raft down whitewater rivers, and don't forget about the big three: surfing, snorkeling or jump on a catamaran, or maybe join the local festivals and markets. Discover the heart of Costa Rican culture in villages where local crafts, tropical fruit and traditional dishes showcase daily life and community spirit. February may also bring cultural events tied to regional tradition. For example, join the Punta's Carnival on the 17th of Feb for a lively annual festival featuring colourful parades with dancers, giant papier-mâché figures, stilt walkers, bands that float along the pestles, blending local culture like music, food and competition like fishing and volleyball. Or maybe a vibrant annual celebration held in February featuring traditional bull runs, horse parades with cowboys, local foods and a strong sense of community pride, offering a rich culture experience. And Costa Rica's coastline is pure paradise. The Pacific beaches boast golden sands, turquoise waters and endless sunshine. Surfing enthusiasts can catch rolling waves, snorkelers can explore the vibrant reefs and sun seekers can simply relax under the swaying palms. And let's not forget about the food, as Costa Rican food is fresh, tropical and hearty, with must-try dishes like gallo pinto for breakfast, iconic rice and beans breakfast that fuels adventures, casserole plates for lunch which is filled with rice, beans, vegetables and your choice of protein. Expect fresh seafood along the coast and coconut rice everywhere. And try tropical fruits, pineapples, mangoes, papaya, passion fruits that are abundant and incredibly fresh here. However, eating here isn't just about the food. It's about the adventure, giving you energy for every hike, every encounter with wildlife, or any beach day. As we are looking at hike season here, prices will be higher but manageable for everybody, from backpackers to luxury seekers, with daily expenses ranging from £90 to £350 a day. will depend on your accommodation, travel style, but if you come here, I think it is worth to leave some pounds behind for the memories you will take back home. Now, most nationalities coming here can enjoy a visa-free entry, but are required to show a return ticket. Remember to bring a light, breathable clothing for the coast, comfortable shoes for the hikes, and swimwear for the beaches and hot springs, and sunscreen for all-day sun exposure. So is it for you? Costa Rica is pure magic. From the jungles and roaring volcanoes to sun-soaked beaches on both the Pacific and Caribbean coasts, with February offering the perfect balance of adventure and relaxation, with warm days, lush landscapes and incredible wildlife to explore it. And now we're off to the next destination, which is just around the corner, which offers endless parties and streets full of life, and that is in Brazil. And February is our loudest and boldest. The country is sun-soaked, energetic and bustling with life, offering powerful mix of beach festivals and nature wonders. In the southeast, including Rio de Janeiro and São Paulo, daytime temperatures hover around 29 to 34 degrees. The days are hot, the sun is strong, and brief tropical showers only add to the atmosphere. Rio's famous Copacabana and Ipanema beaches are alive with activities. Locals playing volleyball, surfers catching the waves, street performers adding the rhythm, and sunset that feels straight out of the movie, framed by the mountains and peaks. The streets transform into open-air celebrations. Samba music spills from every corner, carnival parades take over entire neighborhoods, and the city feels like it's one continuous festival. Or maybe head northeast, including Salvador, delivers hot sunny days perfect for coastal exploration. These beaches, often quieter than Rio's, but it's just as perfect. Wide golden sands, turquoise waters, swaying palms and slower tropical pace. Here, February is ideal for swimming, snorkeling, photography, or simply relaxing with a fresh coconut by the sea. The atmosphere is laid back but deeply cultural, especially in the Salvador, but maybe you're looking for more adventure. Then Amazon is for you. February falls during the rainy season in the Amazon rainforest and Pantanal, turning these regions into lush emerald landscapes bustling with life, but expect short refreshing showers that intensify the greenery and swell the rivers. Wildlife viewing is exceptional. Colourful birds fill the canopy, monkeys swinging through the trees and jaguars roaming the wetlands. Guided jungle hikes and boat tours feels like stepping into nature documentary, raw, immersive and unforgettable. The Pantanal, the world's largest tropical wetland, is especially cinematic. Capybaras lunge by the waters, giant anteaters roam the plains, and birds of every colour imaginable fill the skies. Safari-style boat tours offer unmatched access to this biodiverse hotspot. However, Brazil most shines in February when it comes to activities and culture, as it is time for the carnival. Cities like Rio, Salvador and São Paulo erupt into massive celebration filled with elaborate costumes, samba dances, thundering drums and non-stop energy. Confetti fills the air, music echoes through the historic streets, and everyone, locals and travellers alike, become a part of a celebration. Joining in a street blocker is one of the most immersive culture experiences on the planet. And for adventure lovers, February is perfect time for jungle hikes, wildlife photography, ziplining through the forest, kayaking rivers, and exploring remote trails where nature takes centre stage. And Brazilian food is bold and comforting. Start with country's iconic black beans and pork stew, or grab street favourites along the coast. Fresh seafood is everywhere, and Brazilian barbecue is a must, especially in the late afternoons when locals gather to eat, talk and unwind. Dining in Brazil is part of the experience. Meals fuel long beach days, late night samba sessions and jungle adventures. With daily expenses ranging from £40 to £150, you'll not break the bank. But that depends on your activities and dining. Hostels and small hotels will range from £40 to £70 a day, and comfortable hotels could cost you £150. Remember, February is a high season, especially during the carnival, so booking accommodation and tours early is essential. Now, regarding visas, remember to check the website, as it depends on where you're from, as some travellers require e-visa or pre-approved visas and others enjoy visa-free entry. Yellow fever vaccinations recommended for Amazon and Pantanal regions. So like I said, Brazil in February is pure energy, colour and life. From Rio's sun-drenched beaches and carnival-filled streets to wild Pantanal wetlands, Brazil will feel cinematic at every moment. A place where nature, culture and celebration collide in spectacular fashion. And now our journey continues to the last destination, which is Australia, a country of endless coastlines, iconic cities and wild and untamed animals. February delivers classical Australian summer, long sun-filled days, warm ocean breezes and a perfect condition for beach life, road trips and outdoor activities. From sparkling harbours of Sydney to the vast silence of outback, Australia feels amazing at every turn. Along the east coast, cities like Sydney blend vibrant urban energy with world-famous beaches such as Bondi and Byron Bay. Head inland and the red centre reveals dramatic deserts, ancient rock formations and raw timeless beauty. To the north, the Great Barrier Reef and tropical rainforest invite snorkeling, diving and unforgettable encounters with marine life. Southern and coastal regions such as Sydney, Melbourne and Golden Coast, warm, sunny and inviting, ideal for city exploration, coastal walks and legendary beaches like Bondi, Manly and Whitehaven. Along summer days, bathe harbours and cliffs in golden light, while cafes, broadwalks and seaside paths buzz with relaxing energy. It is a perfect balance of adventure and laid-back coastal life. Northern and tropical regions, Great Barrier Reef, Carrees and Daintree rainforests, hot, humid and occasionally rainy. Perfect for reef diving, snorkeling and rainforest exploration. Swim among the vibrant coral, tropical fish, sea turtles and rays. This is where Australia's tropical side is at its most alive. Or if you're looking for something different, head to Outback or Red Centre. Hot, dramatic but breathtaking. Vast red desert, sculptured rock formation and endless horizons define Australia's interior. Sunrise and sunset transform the landscape into a canvas of deep reds, glowing oranges with early starts and shaded heights. The Outback reveals its raw, otherworldly beauty. So from coastal cities, tropical reefs and remote outback, Australia in February is diverse, accessible and visually impactful like no other time of the year. And don't forget Australia's wildlife. It is a wonderland where nature feels both ancient and cinematic. See kangaroos bouncing across open plains, see koalas resting and wombats shuffling through the bushland. With outback national parks that offer hiking ancient trails or taking guided 4x4 safari across the vast desert plains. Or maybe engage with Australians' indigenous heritage for guided walks, storytelling, art and cultural demonstration. Dreamtime stories and ancient traditions add powerful depth to the journey, with your daily expenses ranging from £44 to £140, of course depending on your activities and choice of dining. Your hostels and simple hotels will range from £28 to £67. For more comfortable hotels you can expect to pay £73 plus, and for the premium resorts and experiences expect £160 plus. Australian summers end with February and at its peak. Golden beaches, tropical reefs, vibrant cities and vast desert landscapes woven into one unforgettable journey. Every day feels like a scene from a movie, where nature and culture meet in spectacular fashion. So then, from Kenyan safaris to Italian streets, February has never looked this amazing, right? If you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss the next adventure, and comment below which destination you would visit first. Until next time, keep exploring, stay curious and let the world be your playground.